What's good, class? Back at it again. Last video, unfortunately, for this class. This is the final project. And right now, I'm doing this final project featuring my dog, Luna. Yes, sir. Right now, we're going to go on a little walk. You already know what's going on. But let's get started. So, the first question on this final is briefly introduce yourself and the type of content you create this semester. All right, my name is Devontae McDonald. I go by Tay. And the content I created this semester was definitely a variety. Like it wasn't really not one specific topic. And I start off by saying the good boy trend. I'll say that's like type of content for like entertainment to be funny. You know what I mean? Another type of content I had created is definitely Twitch. I wouldn't say another type of content I'll say I created in this class is definitely like interviewing people. We did a lot of interviewing for sure. Like when I interviewed my coach and when we did an interview with one of the professors, that was definitely another type of content I created. I did that with my group. Shout out to them. And yeah, that's me describing the type of content I created for this class. Next question. Now the next question is looking back, what assignment or piece of content do you feel the most proud of and why? The assignment or content I feel the most proud of for this class is definitely the day of vlogging assignment. Because I ended up not doing that assignment on time. I was doing it late. I did it late. And when I went up to the school to do it, it was a ghost town campus and all the buildings were locked. So it wasn't really how I wanted to do it. But I still found a way to try to get it done, if that makes sense. So that's the one I would say I'm the most proud of because it took me more effort doing. That's one I definitely could say. Next question. What was the most challenging skill for you to master and how did you improve that over time? The most challenging skill that I found the most challenging to master is definitely staying consistent and like learning new things that come with streaming. You know? And what I mean by that is so I have a personal Twitch account and I'll be streaming video games on it. And pretty much the hardest part I think is definitely trying to stay consistent. You're doing it every day, no matter how you feel, how tired you are, you just gotta do it because you know deep down you gotta have to stay consistent if you want to get the results that you want. And even though on days that I don't feel like streaming, there'll be days I gain a new follower or someone new joins into the stream or I entertain someone. You know, I can make more clips. So I'll say that's definitely the most challenging. The second part of that question I had said was learning the new things coming to Twitch. Not coming to Twitch, but like streaming. I definitely had trouble at first setting up my OBS and stuff. It took me like a whole full day to like fully set it up how I wanted to. And I also didn't buy the right equipment that I needed. So I'll definitely say that's a challenging part. But other than that, them are really two things that I found the most challenging in this class. But I definitely improved that over time. And I'm definitely gonna get a new PC so I can create the content that I want to create. So, next question: what were some of the most rewarding aspects of creating content this semester? The most rewarding aspects I'll have to say is definitely like the group assignments. The group assignments, you actually have to take time with your group and actually like make content with them. And I actually liked them because not only you get to make content with them get the grade, obviously, but you get to meet new people, get to know them, you know what I'm saying, and do something different for once. I never had a class where we had to record ourselves. You good? Okay, like I was saying, I never had a class where we had to record videos of ourselves for a grade, so I found that very fun. But yeah, that's the answer to your question. All right, next question. Did you encounter any unexpected obstacles or challenges? If so, how did you adapt and overcome them? Now, the unexpected obstacles and challenges were definitely ain't nothing that had to do with content creation and gaming. It had more so of me just turning in my work. I felt like I could have did way better this semester if I just did my work as soon as I got it, instead of being like, oh, I got tomorrow, or I got the next day, or I got the next day. Because I'm just putting it on to the side, bro. I'm literally putting my responsibilities to the side. And I could have did way better in this class. So that's definitely an obstacle or challenge that I had to get through just because I created that myself to make it a challenge. How did I adapt and overcome it? What I did was I just had to talk to myself in the mirror and be like, so you gonna fail this class, or you gonna lock in? And I had to tell myself, you might as well lock in, bro. You paying money for school. So that's what I came to realization. That's how I adapted and overcame it. What have you learned about yourself as a creator and a consumer of content? What I had learned is when you're a creator, you have to make sure that you make content to where your consumers like more so than what you like. Come here, Lil. And whatchamacallit, you have to cause at the end of the day, it's up to them to watch your content. And they watch content that you like. Or not you like, they like. So you have to make sure you make content that they like more so what you like. Also, as a consumer of content, I definitely enjoy watching content. Like that's really all I do on my free time is I'll turn on some TikTok, watch it. You know what I mean? I definitely like how the TikTok app is designed to where like just short videos and you just keep scrolling unlimitedly. But yeah, that's how I feel about being a consumer of content. I could definitely say content creation definitely changed the game though. We have more opportunities to like make money if it goes well. You know what I mean? I definitely could say change the game for sure. Okay, next question. What are some goals or aspirations you have for content in the future? Is there something you're excited to try that you haven't had the chance to explore yet? Okay. The goals and aspirations that I have for content in the future. I definitely want to see where this Twitch stuff takes me. Like, right now I have a current goal to hit 50 followers on Twitch. I currently have 38, so I just need 12 more followers. If you know what I mean, that's a short-term goal. A long-term goal is to really just see where Twitch take me. Like, try to hit like 1,000 followers. You know what I mean? And I know I could do it. I just gotta put in the work. You know what I mean? That's definitely a goal or something that I have for the future, and something that I'm excited to try that I haven't explored yet. So when I was in 8th grade, I definitely was doing content, but I wasn't consistent or nothing. And I bet you if I was consistent still and actually took it serious to this day, I would be a big streamer right now for sure. But that's not the point of the question. What I want to explore is I definitely want to get like a real good PC and just stream. Like I want to see how that's like streaming on an actual good PC and have like a whole video cam footage of yourself. I definitely want to see what that's about. Cause usually I've been doing content on my PlayStation, and you know how you stream on your PlayStation, like you won't have no webcam or nothing. You can't really control what you want to control. It just shows the gameplay. And you feel me? I want to have like the OBS settings and all that good stuff in my content. So yeah. That's to answer your question. Next question. If you could go back to the start of the semester, what advice would you give yourself as a content creator? The advice I would give myself is definitely just whenever there's an assignment and whenever there's a time to stream, just tell yourself do it now. You feel me? Just do it now, get it over with. Don't stress yourself in the future. Because at the end of the day, your future self is counting on you. That's all the advice I could really give. And just interact with your classmates more. I ain't never really had a problem with that, though. My classmates cool. The advice I would give, and yeah, that's all I had to say. For real. Last two questions. Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience creating content in this class? There's not really anything else. Like, I really said everything throughout these little clips I'm making. Yeah, I don't have really anything else to say. But if you do have anything else to say, comment on the video, for real. Last two questions. Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience creating content in this class? I pretty much explained everything of how my experiences went, No, I don't really have anything else. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. Last question. Any final reflections, recommendations, or tips for future students in this class? I would definitely say, if you definitely want to take content serious, definitely do your research on what you're getting. Don't just buy anything. My problem is I bought anything and I got what was cheap because I am a very cheap person. I do like to get everything at a very low price, but I would definitely have to say just do your research on before just buying stuff. And just be consistent. And if you really think you can do something, do it, bro. I promise you it's possible. And that's really all I have to say, for real. Make sure y'all leave a like. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out. Hey, Luna. Peace out. Peace out, Luna.